Salutations everybody, it's Captain Starry Night Sky back again with another video. So for today's video, I was working on some Valentine's roses for some of the people I cared about in my life. I had a concept of doing this back in January. I'm not saying that this idea was original or anything, but that's just what I was thinking about doing in January. And I did this a little last minute. This was the week of Valentine's Day, and then while I was getting ready to start working on it, I was like, oh, maybe I should film this for a YouTube video. And then I couldn't find the tripod for my phone, so I had to delay it a bit so I could go buy a new one, and now here we are. So overall, I did spend a bit for this. I believe the roses, so here's the thing, at the beginning of the week the roses were $9.99 for a bouquet, and I needed 2 bouquets because I needed around 24 roses. However, I wanted to buy them later in the week, and I know this was dumb of me in terms of like money management, but my reasoning was if I got them earlier in the week, they would wilt faster, because I'm not very great at taking care of plants, for one thing, and 2, my house doesn't get a lot of sunlight, and I wanted to buy them the day before Valentine's Day so it could be a bit of a more surprise for the family members that live with me, or that I live with. So that was my reasoning. So the prices got bumped up to $19.99 per bouquet on the day before Valentine's Day, as any smart business person would probably do to make a profit, but it really sucked for me and my wallet. But either way, although that was a thing that kind of was a kick in the head for me, I'm still happy with how this came out overall. I think the cost is about $43. I don't know if I'm doing my math right, and I don't want to go find the receipt. So actually making the little cards itself took about pretty much from Tuesday all the way to Friday. I was literally finishing these things up the morning of Valentine's Day. I probably could have got them done sooner if I didn't have to go to work or school and do homework, and you know how life is, guys. So when deciding on who I wanted to give these flowers to, I wanted to obviously give them to like my mom and my sisters. I made some of them for my cousins because I haven't really been able to go see my extended family because I've just been busy with work and school, and 2 friends of mine, and obviously my boyfriend and his family as well. So it felt really good to hand out Valentines because I've been out of high school for, I want to say, 2 or 3 years now, so I don't really do Valentine's Day things anymore. Because in high school, I used to try to get candy for my friends to share on Valentine's Day because, I cared about my friends. So it was really nice to do something like that again, except with roses, because I'm an adult now. I'm fancy. When I was filming this, this was another reason why it took a little bit long to make all of these, was because I wanted to film most of these in the morning, because for when I'm doing live footage of whatever I'm filming, whether it's a sketchbook tour or any other type of video that involves me recording with my phone, I try to do it early in the morning or afternoon because that's when my room gets the best lighting in terms of sunlight. I think most people who've ever tried to film something can agree that's usually the best time if you want like really bright lighting. But Valentine's Day itself was pretty good. I somehow managed to get the day off of I happened to have the day of Valentine's Day off. I wasn't scheduled for that day, and I was like, sweet, I could spend the day of Valentine's Day with my boyfriend, because oftentimes often we aren't able to spend like romantic days together. Sometimes we have to celebrate things either the day before or after, which is fine with us. To be honest, Valentine's Day isn't really that important to us, but it was just nice to be able to spend the entire day with him. So last year, Sonic the Hedgehog movie was announced to, or was pushed back to come out this year on Valentine's Day, and I remember looking at my boyfriend and I was like, I don't care, we are gonna go see Sonic the Hedgehog on Valentine's Day. Kid me is gonna love this movie and I gotta do it for her. And my boyfriend was like, okay. So he was able to get us tickets. We got really good, well, not really good seats, but we got pretty good seats. And overall, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I really enjoyed the movie, and it was really nice to see Jim Carrey in a movie again, because I may be bad with my celebrities and stuff, but I feel like I haven't seen Jim Carrey in a long time. So it's really nice to see him in this movie. If you have kids, I feel like they will enjoy it. If you're an adult Sonic fan, I feel like you're gonna enjoy it. And if you're an adult just tagging along with either a Sonic fan or you're taking your kids out to the movies, I feel like you'll get some form of entertainment. If either you are a fan of Jim Carrey, you just want a nice, like, happy feeling movie. For me, I'll be honest, some of the comedic bits didn't really get me, but I don't think I'm the best person to ask about, like, what's funny, because I laugh at the stupidest things. So yeah. Overall, I really enjoyed it. And then we went out to dinner, and we were pretty tired because during the day of Valentine's Day, I kind of had to do errands, which involved dropping off these roses to who I was giving them to. So there was that involved on Valentine's Day, but thankfully my boyfriend's really patient, and he cares about me and also cares about some of the people that I gave these roses to. So he was a good sport about giving me a ride to deliver some of these roses. I believe we crashed around 10 o'clock, which is pretty early because we usually stay up watching movies and stuff, but because we went to dinner at a restaurant, and if you've ever had a Valentine's Day or you want to go out to dinner, it's really freaking hard. So here's the story. The Monday of Valentine's Day week, Valentine's Day was on a Friday, mind you, we called the restaurant we want to go to because it's not a new place, but it was new to us, and we wanted to try more of their food. So we called ahead on Monday, and we were like, hey, can we reserve a table for 2 on Valentine's Day? And they said, sorry, we only do reservations for a party of 6 or more. And we're like, well, we just want to make sure that we get a table for that day. And they told us, call 30 minutes ahead of time and we will have a table prepared for you. And we're like, sounds fake, but okay. So we get out of the Sonic movie and we call them, and they're like, sorry, our calling wait list is full, call back in an hour. And we're like, oh god. So I completely respect that they wouldn't want, if their rules are usually, sorry, we don't make reservations unless they're a party of 6 or more. However, I kind of feel like on holidays like Valentine's Day, where everyone's going crazy about finding somewhere to eat, you should probably make an exception, especially because, I mean, I've never worked in a restaurant or the food industry, so I'm probably talking out of my butt here, but I feel like that'd probably make it easier for everyone involved if reservations are just done that way during special occasions like that. But you know, we were chill with it, so we went so the restaurant's in an area with like shops, so we were like, okay, let's just walk around together. So we did that. An hour passes by, we call them, and they're like, yeah, it's still a full list. And we're like, well, we're kind of set on this place because it's gonna be like this everywhere else at this point, because we didn't make reservations anywhere else. So if we show up anywhere else, we're gonna have to wait just as long just to get a table. So we're like, okay, let's just go sit outside the restaurant, so if we're actually there, we can get a table sooner than walking around and not knowing, you know. So we went there and we sat, and you know, it's fine. Me and my boyfriend are pretty chill about things for the most part, so we were able to just pass the time by just talking with each other. We talked about the Star Wars, I want to say it's Battlefront, but I don't think that's the game. I know it's definitely not the game, but we were talking about droids and how, cause he doesn't like BB-8, but I think BB-8's kind of cute. But we both agreed CKSO, I think that's the name. The droid from Rogue One, we both agree, has a really cool design, but he also looks really scary, and he showed me a clip from one of the Star Wars games about where he grabs the main character and attacks him, and honestly, that was pretty freaky and cool, because I like menacing robots. I don't know why. So yeah. But Valentine's Day as a whole, as I mentioned before, Valentine's Day isn't important to me. However, throughout most of my life, I feel like I usually use it as an opportunity to show people that I care about them, either if it's through having to bring candy to a Valentine's Day party in elementary school, or like, hey, we don't do this anymore in high school, but I want to bring candy for my friends. Especially because growing up, I wasn't the best at expressing my affection for people, especially the people I cared about. So, I'm getting better at that because, like I said, I'm an adult now. But yeah, though there's probably someone watching this, like that one person I don't know that's watching this, that's probably like, well, it's easy for you to say because you have a boyfriend. No, I'd probably still do this type of thing even if I didn't have a boyfriend, because Valentine's Day isn't just for couples. I mean, that's what corporations want to market to, because that they get a lot of money from helpless dudes that are like, oh snap, it's Valentine's Day, I need to get my 6-month girlfriend a bouquet of roses, and they show up to the store on Valentine's Day, and then they're like, SOL, because guess what? Every dude is buying stuff last minute. No, it's not just boys, it's girls too, and everything in between. So yeah, Valentine's Day is just an excuse for me to be like, hey, I care about you as a friend or a family member, and then I could go back to just hiding under my rock. But would I do this again? It was stressful working on these, I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I was on a time constraint. Though next year I'll probably be on less of a time constraint, because now I'm not gonna have to worry about getting another phone tripod unless I lose this one. But I think if I do this again next year, I'll probably try to switch out the people I need these for, just so I can, because like I said earlier, I wasn't able to give roses to everyone I care about, because there's a lot of people I care about. So maybe like just switch out the people I'm gifting them to, and it'll also give me an opportunity to draw different things, because if you notice, some of these cards I'm drawing have like characters on them, like Spider-Man or Ghostface or Jack Skellington, because I try to make a customized card for each of the person I was giving them to. So if I switch out the people, I'm gonna like probably draw something else, maybe some furry stuff, because I have some furry friends. But yeah. But I'd like to do this again next year, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe if the world is still turning by then, I'll probably make another one of these. Whether or not I post it on YouTube is a whole other thing. Let's see. But yeah. Also, if you can't tell, I didn't make a script for this video because I still don't know how to do this voiceover stuff. Although, I'll be fair, scripting is a whole lot better in terms of the final outcome of my voiceover. But I take a really long time to write scripts, so. But I hope, I mean, I'm uploading this after Valentine's Day's over and done with, so as much as I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day, it's already passed, so you probably already either had a really great Valentine's Day or a really bad one, or you just don't care and got discount candy the day after. But February's still going. We're going all the way to the 29th apparently, because this month is weird. But I hope you guys have a good February. I should be uploading a speed paint before this month closes out, and then I have another type of sit down type of video coming out. I need to start preparing for March, and hopefully I think I either have a vlog planned for March as well, or a multi-animator project, but we'll see. I'm really excited for all three of those things because I've been having a lot of fun editing vlogs. They're not my cup of tea, but it helps alleviate some of the stress I feel from making these videos, because although I mostly do YouTube for fun, if you look at my subscriber count, it's not a long, a career for me. Like, I could stop anytime I want, but I have a lot of fun making these videos because for some reason I like to throw myself into a bunch of projects because I keep chasing that need to finish something. I don't know if that makes sense, but when I finish something, even if it's something small like a drawing, it feels good, I guess. I feel like those people that get trapped in casinos because it activates that reward system. That's how I feel when I finish stuff. So the bigger the project, the more I get out of it, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense or that sounds dirty or both. I'm not sure, but either way, if you're thinking what I think you're thinking, get your mind out of the gutter, because we can't have two dirty minds in the gutter. I'm already taking up all the space there. Anyway, yeah, I have a lot of fun making these videos, and I'm trying to experiment with something different each time I make a video, and just getting used to editing and stuff. So hopefully when I work on something a little bit more ambitious, I'll have the experience I need to not perfectly, but properly execute it in a manner that I find worthy, I guess. I don't know. I just cannot find the words today. So yeah, I believe that's the plan so far. However, I don't know if I mentioned this either in a video or description because it's been a while since I did a sit-down video. I am trying to focus a bit more on my comic this year, so if those videos don't go up in March, that's why. I'm really trying to focus on my comic for the first half of this year, and then I'll shift gears back to this channel. But even though I made that plan for myself so I don't get overwhelmed, part of me is like, you can do both. You can do YouTube and a comic and go to school and go to work and have people in your life. You can have all that. But me on the inside is like, it's only a matter of time before you burn out. Why are you doing this to yourself? You know, that's how I am right now. So yeah, I'm literally I'm recording this voiceover today because I'm hoping to upload this today, and then I'm gonna hop on Twitch and stream for an hour, and then I gotta do some chores and homework and study for an exam tomorrow. People that cook 3 different things on the same stove, that's the feeling I have right now. So yeah, if you're looking to keep up with me, please consider checking out my social media, especially my Twitter page. I'll have everything linked down below. Twitter's the best place to follow me because that's where I post pretty much everything, my art, my thoughts, updates, links to new videos I'm uploading, etc. And consider liking this video and favoriting it, and maybe even sharing it with someone. I don't know, you don't have to. I'm just a hermit crab living under a rock. I'm not that interesting. However, if you do find me interesting, you should also subscribe so that you can see more stuff from me, because this train has got nowhere else to go but this channel, which is just a wall with a tunnel painted on it. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that there. I'm tired. I just got off of work. That's how crazy I am. No, but nah, I'm a hermit crab. Also, comment if you made it this far. Comment your favorite flower, and I'll know you made it this far, and I know that you're a true homie. All right, that's it. Have a good one. Farewell.
Finished?
Mm.
Nice.